it bacterial vaginosis.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Right.
Or the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streamed.
They're already laughing and smiling.
And the rocket's red glare.
See, it's taking her voice.
Bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the part where she cuts it.
That star-spangled banner yet waves.
Is this Ashley Tisdale?
Watch these guys.
Land of the free.
Oh my God.
Home of the
Brave.
brave.
Now, I'm not sure what's happening.
Oh my God.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby. And that was our national anthem sang to
Supposedly.
you by Miss South Carolina.
Oh, that's who that was? Such as
no,
in Max?
I don't know. She's a 4-time nominee for a Grammy. I'm like, well,
There's no way.
there's a reason why you're not a winner.
A Grammy nominee sounds like that.
4-time Grammy nominee. She's a
This
country
is
girl.
why, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't believe in Grammys. I don't think they're real awards.
Oh.
You release one thing and they're like, it got album of the year, song of the year, band of the year. First, I'm like, none of this is real. There's way too many
No.
fucking categories. I don't think it's real to get a Grammy.
Well, music's subjective.
I know. It's like, how are we
well.
giving out awards?
You just know that when
Yeah.
the majority of people, like, for example, the
No.
Billie Eilish album right
Right.
now, like, I'm feeling like that's a top runner.
It should be.
I feel like Charlie XCX could be like something serious. The gays are really pushing that situation.
Right. It's
You-
not having the commercial. It's not on the Billboard top, I don't think, right now. Well, maybe the album is, but on the songs, like on Spotify, it's not.
No,
none
sure,
of them are
sure.
on there.
I think a lot of straights don't know about her.
They don't. They don't realize how good she is. They
don't
Well, they're all
realize.
afraid of cocaine.
Well, and gays.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoa.
They're like, wait, she has a gay following? Bro.
And she talks about doing cocaine. It's like, do you know how many people are on coke every day?
Should we do a
next
little
to you?
key? Should we have a little line
Exactly.
next to you?
Bumping.
I can't.
Not you. I'm saying, like, in general, when you're out, though, it's
I'm
like,
going to have a confession again.
are you a cokehead?
I think I would be if I didn't have high blood pressure.
Honestly, I want to try it, but I'm scared.
No, because I want to try. I want to. You know how they describe how good it feels? That's
know,
the
like-
feeling where I'm like, I would like that.
Yeah,
but
to-
I just can't.
to
Like,
feel
I
good
can't have a heart
again.
attack. No, but to feel like you have endless energy and you're like, I'm ready to do more.
Let's
I
go.
can do
Let's
this.
go. Oh, you would
Kitty, cat, purr.
You would love
know?
me as a crackhead. Like,
I would love you. I'd be like, let's
in
go,
New York
Bobby.
City. I'd be like, yeah, bitch, yeah, bitch.
You
yeah,
know
bitch,
what?
yeah.
We're going to go to another restaurant. You're like, okay.
like tweaking the fuck out.
We're going to go on another tour. We're going to a museum. And it's like, I've done 5 things with you throughout the day.
And I'm
You're like, I didn't have an intermission for 3 days in a row. I'm
yeah.
shutting down.
oh, that'd be a shutdown from
Yeah.
hell.
After your cocaine,
You want to talk
you'd
about
be-
me? That's why I'd be addicted, because I would never come down.
You couldn't.
No.
I don't think you'd survive it. Like, physically.
Why?
I think you'd go through instant withdrawal. Like, you'd be like,
Yeah, I'm very sensitive when it comes to withdrawing drugs. That's actually a really true
Oh,
statement.
is that real?
Yeah. Yes.
all of them.
And ingesting them, honestly. Let's go.
Yeah,
honestly.
you kind of are sensy.
See the last 3 episodes. And see this one later.
See,
Sensitive. I am a sensitive person, though. I've been listening to this book now called.
I love how you
they
read
call
books
it
by listening.
A&P or something
autistic and
No, something.
like
I don't know. I'm sensitive.
They call them A&Ps?
Something ASP.
okay.
A sensitive person or VSP. I don't fucking know. I'm just a sensitive
This
person.
is what happens when you listen to a book and not
But
read
you
a book.
might be a little bit, because they say it also has to do with like sounds and
Oh, no.
smells.
Oh no, I'm
and-
very sensitive.
So you need to take the quiz.
I already took it.
But like I'm very sensitive though.
Maybe you should take the quiz.
I
you fucking sensitive
I
bitch.
did. I have it.
What?
What?
I'm like in shock.
I'm just sensitive. That's it. So anyway, if you're out there heartbreaking,
Skip the A, I'm just the S and
if
maybe
you're out
the
there
P.
being a little cunt and you're being a heartbreaker, don't do it, because some of us are sensitive.
I think you're the one breaking hearts. I'm not
I
gonna
am an
lie.
HB.
Have you looked at your sniffies? DMs?
Yeah, I'm an
Like,
HB. Heartbreaker.
Oh, I was like, hot bitch?
Well, that too.
I was like, yes, you are.
So I guess
I like DB as a label, dumb bitch. Like, for me, I call people DB all the time.
Yeah, DB.
And they don't know what it is usually. So I'm like, well.
Dick butt.
And you can say it at work, too. You can say it in public. You can be like, they're such a DB. And then they're like, what does that mean? You can be like, oh, it's short for Debbie. It's like a Karen.
Oh, God.
You
Speaking
know,
of a
but it's
Karen.
dumb bitch. Don't bring tuna salad sandwiches and put them in the group fridge. That's the number one rule.
Or bring grouper and heat it up, which happens at ours almost weekly, and the same person does it, and the same person gets in trouble every week. And the same person's like, he got mad at us because we were. Someone was like, God damn it, and he's like, no, and I was like, listen. There
brings grouper and reheats
other
grouper.
microwaves that are not near
I would
anybody.
never reheat grouper. I'd eat it cold before I reheated it.
Refuses to walk to the other break room where nobody's at because we moved away from there to heat up his grouper. Okay, their grouper.
It's a they.
They them's grouper.
Now, why is he bringing grouper every week? Like normally it's like
usually
a treat.
Fish. I don't know, like catfish and
no,
like
that's a no.
cabbage,
no.
and it's always like something like
cabbagey smells so.
Loves to heat a good microwave meal.
Yeah.
Like loves a leftover, if you will. Like it's always a leftover, and you're like, okay.
I don't believe in leftovers,
But don't do it in the common office. Like I don't want to smell your fish, bitch. I don't want to smell your pussy. I don't want to smell your ass, and I don't want to smell your fish.
No.
Well, I don't. I don't want to
smell your fish.
I don't.
When people bring hard-boiled eggs to work, I'm like, so what part of you thought this was smart? Like, they smell like ass. It's sulfur just coming right at me.
You're like, oh.
And you need to do it for what? And also, in general, I think eggs are kind of gross if you think about it.
Well, they're high cholesterol.
Well, there's that.
But you're also eating a dead chicken.
But also the consistency when it's like hard-boiled, like that spongy white
like we're
sickness,
literally frying
and then
up
like the
an
mushy,
embryo.
like splattery type.
We're like mushing up an embryo and we're eating it.
Well, they're before there's an embryo. These are
Before
unfertilized.
death.
We have unfertilized
AD.
eggs, don't we?
I don't know.
I think we eat unfertilized
Maybe.
eggs. Yeah,
I guess. But like
the hens lay them, but there's no rooster getting them.
oh, thank God.
Yeah, we're not eating. No, they do that in Vietnam. Yeah,
fuck.
they eat the actual little fetus. It's really nasty.
Oh, I think I've seen that actually.
And the bones.
Yeah. Because they get them like a little bit.
Because they're like
6
this big.
weeks.
They have feathers on. They have feathers on. It's not. There's no 6-week abortion ban in that town.
Wuhan. Shout out to our Wuhan listeners.
If they're still with us.
So we had a major event happen, which we haven't talked about, and we're not going to talk about it all. But why couldn't you just move a little to the right?
You know what I mean? I need to get a drink.
Okay. Okay. Wow. That's not where I was going with this, but
Hi, gay.
so there was a major event, and breaking news.
I was so excited.
I thought it was fake.
My sister. Oh, it's staged. It was staged.
But I thought it was actually like legit fake when you sent me. I was like, this is dumb as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Because people were sending you sent me the thing that said Biden's dropping out of the race, and then
Right.
it was like a dick picture or something.
Right.
So I was like, this is a joke.
You're gonna click this.
I
in
thought it was a full joke.
That's what.
Because
my
even
friend
this
at
was like
work
fake.
said.
He was like, ha! And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it looks so
first
fake.
of all,
that's fake.
First of all, listen.
Secret Service is not
not
letting you
gonna
have
let
your
you get
full head
up.
in view for that long, standing there in front of everyone when you don't know how many shooters there are.
yeah, there is no fucking.
You're not going to let
way.
him stand up and do
Now.
that for a while. No.
It's really bothering me because I do feel like there's something funky about it. I don't condone it. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's really great for our country because I feel like this is absolutely the start of the turning point of the new life we're about to live.
Civil War.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to go somewhere. We're gonna go to Canada and just.
It's going to have to be Canada. And we can drive there. We can take our cars
Yeah, we
if
just gotta
they
get
let
out of
us
here.
out. But honestly,
We'll just go to the woods.
If you go there first and say you're just taking a trip and then you claim asylum while you're there, you're okay.
We just got to get to the border, bitch, and you just
Yeah.
got to run across. Like I give up all my rights to whatever.
Oh no, I give up all my student loan debt.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Literally, I'd give it up right away. I don't care. Take it.
Fuck it.
I really
Take it.
I'm ready to give up citizenship to get out of here.
What are we paying for? Bombs with our student
Literally.
loan repayment? It's like they're like,
I'm
here's
paying
more
for
interest. It's
free
like,
college for people in Israel while I have student loan debt.
Yeah.
Like I don't actually want to live here. They're like, just
oh my
leave.
god! There was a video that I found that was it was actually a podcast, but she was talking about the thing that I always talk about, how we're trained as children to like we go to work for 8 hours a day, we do this, we do that, and then we have to do this, and then we get student loans, and then because the student loans are so expensive, then we can never stop quitting. We can't quit our jobs.
You can't
We
leave.
can't quit our
When
jobs
people say
because
love it or leave it, I'm like, we can't leave. We're slaves to this place.
we are literally, and
No, we can't. We have none of us have any real money or income. Like they could just hold it in the banks, and the U.S. government could be like, no. You're not allowed to do
Remember
that.
Handmaid's Tale?
It's like, is it really our
literally-
money? And
No, it's fake. It's all goddamn fake. Everything's fake. Like, think about it. You have a bank account that's online. Think about that. Oh, that's my money. Is it?
Yeah, there's no actual money there. It's being moved around.
It's fake.
Guaranteed by the government.
Money
which at any
is
time,
so fake. So don't worry about it. Spend it. Now, back to the shooting.
Yeah. So like,
I mean,
I was at home and my sister was like, I think Trump got shot. So that's how I found out, is like from her.
So nonchalant.
Not from New York Times alerts. I was like, oh, good.
Well, I know. And then you sent me
She
like
said,
front page news. And I'm like, what the fuck is he sending? It was a little
You
shady.
really didn't believe me. I know.
It was a little sus. But then
The New York Times was like, no, it really happened.
Then I saw the blood.
the ketchup packet.
The blood that was nicely sprinkled on perfect
just
amount.
perfect. I was like,
and
wow.
the flag, American flag, just dangling right behind to where he
Definitely
does
not
this.
a photo op.
No, not
and
at all.
He raises his fist and has his head
And
fully
I know,
visible to the
and
crowd.
listen, and
not a photo op at all.
honestly, and it's not. I just don't like him. I don't like Biden. I don't like anyone.
Right.
To be
it's
honest,
just like, go ahead, die. I want them both to die. Yeah.
So this has
And
been
if the
another
FBI
episode.
is
This has been the final
if
episode
the
of
FBI
Not
is
Well.
listening, I don't.
Fuck it.
We're not making threats to them. We just want them both to die.
Also, we're not the only ones saying it. So
Also, yeah, they have too many investigations
Literally
to look into on the
a
internet. There's so
lot.
many memes.
and listen, I respect everybody for having their opinion and whatever, but not on this.
No.
Not on Trump. I don't mind that you're a Republican still. Like, to me, there's still some decent Republicans if they're not voting Trump. But it's this mix of like,
It's
the Trump Republicans and then like the post Republicans, really.
I know.
The lost.
Well, that's what I think when he dies, it's over. Like, there's no
know.
more
That's what-
MAGA. They're
it'd
like,
just be
J.D.
so
Vance
much
will take
easier.
on the role. I'm like, no, he won't. He's
first
not the
of
original.
all-
He's fake.
First of
He went to
all,
Yale Law School. Like, he's not
he
a
looks
real
like
MAGA.
he's a grinder.
Oh, he looks
guy.
so
He looks like
faggoty.
he's somebody
I
put the
know.
funniest thing. It was like he looks like he's the guy in Grinder when you don't respond in
Never
10
mind,
minutes.
guess
Like, never
not.
mind, guess not, and like blocks you.
Yeah.
That's JD Vance.
And you're
So,
like, oh, I didn't even have a chance to reply.
he has that pudgy face, but he probably has a decent dick, but it's really not that good. It's just the angle of the picture.
Someone said he looks like a racist Care Bear.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's really psychotic. He also thinks that
Trump is
if
Hitler.
you're raped or you're
No exceptions for
no
abortion.
exception for
nothing.
abortion, even if your dad rapes you.
Your 12-year-old girl raped by her dad. No, she can't get an abortion. Okay.
That's a
Thanks,
life.
JD.
Yeah, so let me have my dad's baby. Like, imagine that, okay, for a second.
That's so bad.
It's bad, but
That's
I know,
awful.
even though Kamala's a goddamn dumb fucking idiot because she repeats herself with everything,
Yeah,
she's
it's
like,
kind of weird.
I really like life, and life is likable.
Yeah,
And you're
it's
like-
just like you've said the same thing twice or three times sometimes.
Sometimes we like to go home
Yeah.
because home is where we like to go.
And you're like,
And I'm like, is this how you
it's
sound
a correct-
professional?
I know. Well,
Who's
it's
your
like
writer?
They tried to train her to speak politically, and she just doesn't have anything to say though.
It's like she just repeats herself and it
She's
gets
doing the
everybody-
right
we're like,
forms of
yeah,
thing. We're like, yeah, she's talking.
right. She's really
and
giving a
she's
good
talking
point.
like that, and she's really
when
saying,
you go home, home goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thanks, Kamala.
There's like coconuts that
The
fall,
coconut tree. Do you
and-
think you just fell out of a coconut tree? It's like, what are you talking
like,
about?
okay, so
no one ever knows.
First of all,
what
I love
talking
how
about.
she's all of a sudden back in the public
I
light
know.
too. She's been disappeared for the whole 4 years. and all
4
of a sudden here
years.
she comes right around the
gone.
corner.
Literally.
Out of coconuts. I'm like, bitch, I haven't seen you in a
I
long time.
haven't- He assigned you to take care of the
Where
border.
have you been?
Remember that? Like in the first year of
Oh.
Biden's like, Kamala's going to help us with the border. It's like, oh, is she?
It's really bad to see 8 years ago though, Biden. and even
and now,
4
I know,
years. You're like,
when he was debating in 2016.
he was like
yeah.
actually still, and even then we were like, ooh, he's a little old. We didn't know what we were about to get into. So
I hope there's another debate. I can't wait to see him come out again and just be like,
I mean, he is like
when he walks, it's like,
he
shuffle,
just,
shuffle,
So apparently
shuffle.
he walks like he has or not autism.
He walks like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, like with his
It's a
hands
sign
out.
of, but it's a sign of
dementia.
Yes.
No, like
So
it is. It's
I think he might
definitely-
have
I
it.
think
I'm
I
sorry.
think he might. Vice President Trump. And now, welcome, Mr. Putin.
We didn't even talk about
President
that.
Putin.
This
He
also
invites-
happened this
it's like
week,
President,
so-
that's President Zelensky.
So we had Biden calling people.
He called Vice President Harris Vice President Trump, and he didn't catch it. He just kept going.
Just keeps going.
Everyone's like, oh.
And,
And then
you
he's
see the
like-
advisors. They're like,
Yeah, he's had a cold.
he's on cough medicine.
He had a cold during the
I will
debate.
say
I
those
was
cough,
like,
that cough medicine definitely does fuck you up though. Sometimes
No, it really can.
It can.
I
It
used to
can.
be like semi-addicted to it
Yeah,
in
I
high
know.
school.
Me too. I love the way it made me feel.
Oh, I would take it like, I'm not sick, but I'm just going to have a
I'm gonna have a little
30
swig.
milliliters of tablespoon
Especially
or two.
with
of-
NyQuil. I wanted to go
NyQuil
to
was
bed.
it.
Go
That was my
night-night.
shit.
Go night-night.
That's my shit.
So anyway, we're in a very big divide in this country. So good luck,
very
everybody.
dark.
I'm
It's
not going to
dark.
deal with it. I'm done with it. I don't even give a fuck about anything that's happening. I really don't. I'm done.
I don't think we're missing anything. Like I told my sister, she's very worried. She's like, "Oh no, we're gonna have to talk about the group chat, my family." You know?
Oh yeah, I'm not.
'Cause
Even
my mom
talking-
was like, "Thoughts and prayers. President Trump got hit."
I don't understand.
And I was like,
that.
I said, "Mom, it seems like he's fine if he stood up after that."
But at
like,
Parkland, you said more
Right.
guns and more. Okay, got it.
and Sandy Hook was
Sandy
fake,
Hook,
according to
yeah.
Alex Jones, and Trump making
But now Trump having his
Uvalde
shooting
was not
happen.
the fault of the police officers. It's like, well, they stood there for
So
45 minutes and let
bad.
kids get slaughtered. But now it's like, wow, I can't believe we had political violence. I can't believe there was a gun. It's like there are shootings, there are mass shootings everywhere all the time in America, like 4 or 5 a week. And then we're like, oh wow, Trump got shot at. He's the most likely to get shot at. Of course he got shot at. I'm not even surprised. I thought about it that morning. I thought, I'm surprised no one shot President Trump. And then he literally later, my sister goes, it was the same day. I thought about it in the
but
morning.
don't you have premonition? I think
I do have that a lot, and so that was
let me
kind of
know.
worrying to me.
That's why I don't like when you say I had a dream. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, no, I was kind of freaked out.
Is your tongue cat like yet?
No, but I had that dream, remember?
Yeah.
The blowjob. No.
It's gonna happen at camp.
But I really did think, why hasn't anyone shot him? And then my sister, like 3 hours later, texts.
You're like,
I think he got shot. And I was like, this has to be a joke.
Again,
has to be a joke.
The universe works in weird ways, and I feel like we always like predict things.
We do.
We're like, oh, we're gonna probably meet somebody famous. Boop.
We do. And then it takes a year or two, but then they become famous.
We always know how to find a star.
You could be Meg.
I really
I could be
could
the other
be-
guy on Hacks.
Listen, we could, between us both, we could easily find talent.
Oh, we could find talent.
We know talent when we see it.
We know how to taste which talent's going to
Maybe
taste
that's
good.
our job.
Yeah.
We start a talent agency and a management
I
company.
like that.
And we manage
I always and I
stars.
talk people up really well.
You're very good at
So
talking.
I'd be like, oh, it's amazing. Remember, Michael's aunt thought I worked at Whole Foods because
you're
I
really
love
good
talking about Whole
You're really
Foods.
good. Oh yeah, shout out to Aunt Lisa.
Hi, Aunt Lisa. Shout out
Lisa.
Aunt Lisa. Now,
Shout out to our lesbian listeners.
thank you for getting us into Deer Valley.
She was telling me all kinds of stories.
Oh, really?
She buckled Dr. Ruth's fucking boot, and she's dead now. But yeah, she buckled that.
Did she get any tips on cunnilingus?
I don't know. She didn't say.
Aunt Lisa,
Aunt Lisa
expert
left
on
that one
cunnilingus,
out.
maybe.
She left that out.
She left that. She
She's
left
like,
that
I listened
story
to your
out.
last episode. I was like, and
I
she
don't
goes,
remember
She
if
goes,
it
I've
was-
heard it all. I'm like, okay.
She probably has.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
an OG.
She's an OG lesbian. Like
She
it's
was.
real.
She was probably out before it was allowed to be out.
I mean, she definitely was.
Remember?
Remember.
No, like
Listen,
she's in that age range where literally it was not good.
now.
Like 80s.
Yeah, I know.
Not good.
That's why she went west,
No, that was good.
where the west was won.
Now,
Anyway,
you have some topics over there. I see.
I have some like. Oh, I want to play this. I have to play this little segment really quick. I know it's kind of fucked up. But
It's
I need
fine.
I need you to listen to it. It really freaked me out. It's a radio host from 1965.
Ooh.
And it's called "If I Was the Devil." I think. Hold on one moment.
Okay. Yeah.
When you hear this, you got to remember this is from 1965.
If I was the devil.
If I was, I think that's what's called. Let me see. His name is Paul Harvey. Okay. Are you ready?
If I were the devil. If I were the devil. If I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness. And I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. Thee. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
That's it.
So
the devil came to America.
but this was in 1965, so before AIDS.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but they're still saying that same stuff.
No, I know. What I'm saying,
It's
though,
like
is like,
all these years later, I'm like, this sounds like Project 2025.
but that's what I'm saying. It's arcing to here. They finally brainwashed everybody to, like, have you not know? Like, think about what he just said, though, about, like, turning churches on each other and turning, I mean, everybody's going against everybody right now.
Oh, but he's like an ultra-religious crazy person.
That guy?
Yeah, did you not listen again? He's crazy.
No, I know he's talking about God. I know
He's like,
no.
people need to go back to church.
Well, no, but I'm saying if you think about what we were in 1965 and what we are today, the way to do what he's saying is literally what we did. Like, does that make sense? So he's not really religious. That's all he
No,
knew.
he
though.
is.
Well,
You
they
need to listen again.
But that's all they know, though. That's what I'm saying. In
Oh.
1965, that's all they know. They're like, oh, we can't get rid of God because literally 98% of people went to church and like that kind of thing. So
Right. But this is all while we were like fighting wars that we shouldn't have been involved
Sure.
in. Black people had nothing.
sure.
And it's like the religion was not really what was holding everything together. Nothing was held together.
I mean, I don't think anything's ever held together.
Yeah.
I think we're all just a fucking joke. It's like just
it's
live
always
your life.
But people have been. But the people who said that were also in the 1700s before America existed. There were pastors going around talking about how the populace turning away from religion was leading to the downfall of the colonies and.
Well, sure.
And now they're saying he's saying it, and now they're saying it again in 2025.
Oh, yeah,
like,
AI
we are a Christian
and-
nation. We must return to our roots of a Christian nation. The liberals and the woke mob are stealing our children and indoctrinating them into this anti-Jesus message. It's the same. They're all been saying the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
That's how conservatives talk.
they also
They
don't
act
know
like
who signed
everything's
the-
fine and everything's great. And everything's perfect because we're going to make up a reason. Because we have you going to church. It's like,
okay.
that's not why everything was like that. It's because white people controlled everything, had all the money and power.
Church secretly
It's
funds things or something that we
it
don't
does-
know about.
No, they actually do. Yeah, they really do.
Like even more than we know, though. I feel like
No,
not
they
just
do.
like it's because they're
No.
like, oh, tax free, but you're gonna kick back to me.
Right. We're going to host events for you. You can be in pictures. You can come. We can get your political message out from our pulpits. We just won't say it's from you. They could fund everything. They go around to the Catholic churches like, here's my
Yep.
anti-abortion message, and the pastor's
This
piece are
is
like,
the fast that pleases me.
Yeah.
To release those bound unjustly, to set the oppressed or let the oppressed go free.
Wow.
Do you know this?
I like that.
You know this
No.
prayer? You should.
It's been 30 years since my last confession.
Sorry, Father. It's been 30 years.
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh my God, I'm
sorry,
really sorry
Father.
for
It's
having
been
offended the-
450 dicks since my last confession.
Can you try to remember this though? Oh my God, I'm heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins and just punishments just because, or something weird. It's like
Just because.
I had to memorize it.
Just because.
Just because.
Kitty cat.
I went to like confession twice, so like,
Literally, we had to go like
Reckon-
once a month, I think. It was bad.
oh God, and you're like,
In high school.
I looked at a dick
I was like,
today.
I didn't take out the trash like my mother wanted me
I
to.
know.
I made up sins.
I said, cuz I.
Meanwhile, I actually did take out the trash, like she said.
Right.
I did everything.
Oh my
I was
God,
such a good
I made
kid.
up my sins
I was such a
too.
good kid. I didn't have a curfew in high school. Like, So I always made up sins. I'd be like, I argued with my mom about doing dishes.
I wanted to stay out late and I didn't tell my mother. You're like, I was in bed by 10.
Literally.
Actually, it's
I
really
was
funny you say
burning
lie
down
because
my
I didn't
bed
feel
on
like I had
Yahoo
anything to
chat.
say. During my first reconciliation, I was like, I'm good.
Why would we? We're kids.
Yeah,
we're
also,
fucking
by the way,
children.
we're 7. You're telling me to forgive
They're
my...
like, you've got to get your sins forgiven.
Weird.
I'm
It's like we're
what
brainwashed.
Sins? Yeah, what sins? I'm 7. They're like, well, you're a bad person. You were born that way. So
anyway, it's like...
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like...
That's why I don't like Christianity. They're like, you're born into the world sinful.
Well,
no, we're not.
That's how they lock you
such a
in. That's
yeah.
the lock-in right
They're
there. They're
and
like,
if
well,
you want to go to heaven, you better work your whole life to get
let
forgiven.
me tell you something. You were born with a sin because of Adam and Eve, and she has a rib. And
so something someone else did.
a
It's
snake
my
talked
fault.
to them,
Got
but
it.
now they don't talk, and they lived 800 years, but now they don't. Huh. Okay. So it's like,
Something
I'm
about a
done.
snake and an apple. It's like,
Snakes
what?
are like, bitch, what? And then God was all present then, but now all of a sudden he disappeared.
God's
Where
off
you been,
committing
bitch?
genocide then. Now we can't hear from him because we're doing
I would
it.
love to hear
we
from
took
him.
We
I
took
used to
over.
beg him to talk to me.
Oh,
I know.
dear
And-
God, it's me, Bobby.
No, I'd be like, just please send me a sign or something. Let me. Nope. But maybe my life is a sign, and that's the marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana got you talking.
Marijuana's Okay.
I got a topic.
Okay.
Do I've got a topic
I got
for you?
so much shit on here. Oh, I cannot wait for the next segment. I promised the fans that this episode would be way better than our last 3, so we got to bring the heat.
I can't feel any air movement. I gotta move that.
Okay, she's sweating.
You can't stop.
Oh, you really are sweating.
Oh,
It must be the drugs.
what?
Must be the high noon you're drinking there. She has one high noon and she breaks out in hives.
Also, yeah. Well, I also woke up at 5:50 or 5:45.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
You're like, I get up at 5:10 every day.
I literally do.
That's awful. That's so bad, Bobby.
It's so terrible.
You need a
I
new
just
life.
am a slave for the man. No, I
Slave
really
to
actually like my
Uncle
life.
Sam.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
that. I do.
Good. That's good. I'm glad your book told you to say that. Now,
Owns me.
it's all about gratitude.
It's all about gratitude. I'm happy. Thank you.
Oh, this was a bad topic. Okay.
I like bad, like,
I want you to be honest.
oh no.
Yeah,
that
you-
scared me.
So
And I'm high, so
I
am
want
I
you
deep?
to imagine the last few times that you've been out and about. Like when you walk out and go on a walk, or if you're out at Columbus Brewing Company, there's a bunch of people around, you're
Yep,
sitting out,
yep.
okay, and you're moving around. Do you ever even look at women?
I'm not actually a fan.
Because I had a realization.
That you don't even see women.
We were on a walk and Matt was like, talked about like, somebody, do you see those girls walk by? And I was like, nope. Where? I was like looking out. I looked out at the field.
Scanning for dick.
I looked at trees. I was like looking at nature. I was like looking at people walking by, but apparently people are just men. And I was like, no, I didn't see any girls. He was like, there were 2 girls. And I was like, where? I looked, I turned around there. Yep, there they
Your brain
are.
is just constantly looking for swinging
I
dick.
don't look at all at women. And even if there's a group of friends, I'm like, oh, they're all just laughing. And then I move on. Like
No.
there's 6 of them, move on. I'm not looking at their faces. I don't look for details. You know what I mean?
I know a hot girl when I see one.
I do too.
So, like-
but they're few and far between.
but
So you're not like,
honestly-
you're not noticing a lot. It's not like all the time. You're like,
Oh my
they're-
god, this is terrible, ladies. I'm really sorry, but it's kind
We
of...
don't look at. I don't look
Well,
at
not
them.
look at them, but then we want to talk to them.
I don't even notice them.
But when you're in that mode,
I think what I mean is when I'm in the mode, which is
we're
most
in the
of
mode,
the time.
which is every day. But like when you're scanning for dick, like I said, when you're
like when we were in Park City and we're like in that bar, that one bar where we like ate on the.
Oh,
Looking around, do you think you really noticed any woman?
I was looking at every single
We
guy.
looked at every straight guy,
constantly.
all his cocks, everything.
It's so weird.
And meanwhile, like there might be girls, or like a straight guy would be like focused on one person over there in the corner, this like semi-hot girl, but not that hot that we notice. And
Is
it's
this
like
the evolution of
I don't look at women. Yeah, I think it is.
But here's what I think though. So when we're in our youth and we're coming out, or we're in the closet, we have a lot of lady friends, right?
Yeah.
So you make all your lady friends, and they protect you, and you get a good jump from them, and then
they push you out of the nest.
Then you get pushed out of the nest, and then you only look for dick and men, and
Yeah.
then you still have your girlfriends from the past, but like I don't
Right.
really have many like new girlfriends.
Why would we? No need. You know what I mean?
Well, also, I really don't like doing straight things. I'm sorry.
That's the other problem for me. And so, like, a lot of our, they're allies and they're our besties.
and we love them.
But they obviously have to participate in their straight world, too.
You gotta go home at
especially with
8.
their boyfriend or something. And it's like,
we don't need you at our bars.
we really
Please.
don't. We like going out. We want dinner, drinks, sure. But, like,
But
till
after a
2
certain time, when the boys are starting to
2
strip,
a.m.
when the boys are starting to strip, it's time to go.
Yeah.
We don't want you there.
I know. Once...
There's no etiquette, and it's not New York City.
And I know
so
that's so transphobic to say, but, like, we're really...
we just really don't like women or trans people. So this has been another episode of Not Well. Do you think people are going to be offended by this conversation?
I think people could be, but I also want them to realize, like, that's just reality. I can't change all of my patterns at once. And if I shift attention to women now and try to, like, look at their faces and notice what they're wearing and, like, look them up and down and try to realize them as a full person, I have to take attention away from the men I'm trying to realize as full people.
Ladies, it's
I don't
true.
have the energy for everything. I can't do it all. I don't think all straight women are looking at gay guys most of the time.
And honestly,
Usually they ignore.
or they're like,
Especially the ones who hate gay guys because they know we're hotter than them.
Hotter, we can cut their hair, we can do their makeup.
Their men look at us. And some of them
And
love
that's
it.
the tea.
I love when there's a straight woman, but her husband is like being too friendly with the gay
And they're
boys
like,
and joking with
"Come
them
on."
and like and then the wife's like,
she's like, let's go.
we gotta go.
Let's go.
And I'm like, I'm sorry your man
know.
loves me. Like, I don't
I've
care if it's
actually
not
had
even
that-
sexually, but he loves being around me. I make him feel hot like you don't.
And literally, that's what
That's
gay
all
is
it
for.
is. That's why every
That's why
straight man needs a gay best friend. Yeah.
Like, you guys are dumb, and I know there's probably
And just once a year, all we ask is to see the dick.
And
that's
honestly,
it.
once we see it, if we don't like it, we're not going to.
We're not going to ask again. By the way, I'm not.
Just P.S. If we don't like what we see, or it's just
Don't
not
worry.
for us,
It's just the first year.
we'll give you the hand job, but that's it.
I know.
That's it.
I do have to put that out there. I still will, but
I still will
one time.
but like if it's
and then drunk.
maybe twice.
If I'm drunk,
just like I'm like putting it in my mouth. I'm like
I
that's like-
absolutely will now. I'm worried.
well, don't be. You only live once. Fuck it. I don't care. The mountain's you, honey.
I don't want to get hit by a frying pan from some straight woman.
I do get fearful that some straight men are psycho though and will like murder you.
They
because
will.
then-
Some of them do.
I know.
There's always that.
Murder my pussy.
There's always that.
So-
it's like, God damn it. You do have to be worried.
You do, because then if you're like, oh my god, I'm too friendly, and now he's gonna
Like, I don't
get
need a Matthew
awkward.
Shepard moment. You know what I mean?
That's terrible.
I don't know. There's some parts of it. No,
Honestly, I
4 minute once or something. No, I'm kidding. I forget how many.
it was 2.
Oh,
He wasn't
that's not-
fucking up. Oh well, he's being a slut. Thank God Grindr was around, or he wouldn't have been around much longer than he already was.
He was way too cute. He would have been killed on
he was a little
Grindr,
twink,
even if he
honey.
survived the crucifixion. I think he would have been a Craigslist death. Like I
Oh,
think Matthew
easily.
Shepard was way too cute. Look at his face.
I mean,
He's like, hi. It's like
this is a MySpace death. This is like he's got a top 8.
not.
Yeah, and it's just daddies too. It's interesting. I have a really funny topic.
Yeah.
So I was talking with Aunt Lisa, and we came up with this new situation. And I need you. I'm not gonna tell you who my people are, but I want you to think of something.
okay.
There in this world are guys that are hot but ugly. I repeat, or
Yeah.
ugly hot. However you want to look at it.
Ooh.
But
Yeah, I know.
there are guys in this world that turn you on, you don't know why, because they're not cute.
Oh.
And I have 2 in particular.
Yes, I have 2.
Okay, let me know one of yours. Oh, in real life?
What do you mean?
I'm talking like famous people.
Oh, I thought you meant real life.
Oh, I
I
mean-
have people in real life like this.
Okay.
Who are obviously not hot or attractive if you really look at them.
Okay.
But I
fair,
still
fair,
like
fair.
somehow get
Sorry,
hard.
I was thinking celebrity, but yeah, you're right. Yes.
Where I'm like, I know you're not cute at all, but like you're cute. You're a cute person. And so
do you know the guy?
celebrity.
Yeah, I want you to try to think of a
Yeah, I know the main guy on the bear.
Yep, that's the example.
Like he's not
He
at
is-
all hot.
but yet
He's
I'd let him
ugly.
fuck me.
Oh, I would let
Well-
him. Yeah, anything.
We didn't let anything at this point. We're not really.
Well,
we're about to go to the gay campground.
due to the blood, we're not really in a position to accept anything right now. But absolutely, anything else, any other
Anything,
hole,
all
any
of
other
it.
hand. Yeah, he's just really hot.
He's
but like
hot and
not,
so
But when you just
ugly.
do the face,
Is it the body?
Take
that's
away the
hot?
body. Yes. Well,
Okay.
obviously, yeah. Take away the body, take away the hair, and you're like, that face? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
It's a
giving
rat
me
face. It's called rat face.
Rat face summer.
Timothée Chalamet.
He's one too. He's too skinny, but I got another one.
Who?
Barry Keoghan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So hot.
No,
but
the first
so
time you showed
ugly.
me that movie, I was like, he's so ugly. You're like,
But
no, he's
something
hot.
about it. It's
And then
something about the way he
no, at
moves.
the end of the movie, I was like, he's hot.
It's because we
And
want to
it's
see their
not-
muscles
it's 'cause
and
of the
dick.
cock.
Yeah, it's like dicks and
'cause
muscles. That's
actually, I
it.
want to watch that again just for that moment.
I just think of him.
I want to see that floppy cock.
He's got a big one too.
Yeah, it's nice.
Don't expect that at the campground.
No, I don't. You know, and especially if I'm going.
Me and Jim are going camping. Well, we're going.
Yeah,
with-
let's talk about this.
Yeah, we need to talk about it really quick.
Because I have anxiety, and you need to get yours out too.
I don't have anxiety. I just don't. I'm just worried about like.
I'm worried about bugs, snakes.
So same.
I'm worried because like I don't want to wake up in the tent next to me is something like that shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
I thought about that too.
Or like just a bear looking for trash,
Or
and
like,
just,
yeah, like-
pawing on the tent. And I'm in the tent like not
Do we
today.
need to bring like
bitch.
firearms? Like I don't get
Yes.
it. Do we need
It's
to take like a
America.
Boy Scout class before we go?
I want to get some badges, some pins.
We got to get some.
I got to learn how to tie a
Oh
knot.
my
I need to know
God.
how to start a fire.
Right. We don't know these things, and
Fishing?
there we are.
Do we need to know fishing?
There is a pond.
Can you imagine
I
what's
can't
in
even
that pond?
fucking eat fish.
How many condoms just floating around the pond?
there's
Oh
so
wait,
many-
these people don't use condoms.
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 There's probably cum runoff though, so there's probably some.
Cum run. Is that in the barracks? When you said that you were like a sloppy sink or something like that.
There's a
What do you call it?
barracks. No, it's just like the slurp wall
Slurp wall.
where you can stand. So the guys.
and it's called Squirt Weekend.
I know.
So the slurp wall.
So we're going to Squirt Weekend at Camp Buckwood on August 2nd through the 4th. So if you're in the area, stop in. But
Feel free to stop in.
we'll be
mainly if you're straight.
We're trying to come up with our name for our campsite.
Yeah, we get a little site.
We have a few ideas. Something
I like Camp Hardwood.
I do too.
It's simple.
I do too. I do
Yeah,
too.
Camp Hardwood.
Or sometimes hardwood.
Oh yeah.
Or like
we don't
Cialis
want to.
wood.
We don't want to get the expectations too high.
Right. We're like, we're hard like you're not hard.
El Campground Cialis.
Cialis campers. So we're going there. We're doing the real camping thing. I usually go in the cabin. This is like the real deal. So this will be our first time ever doing this, like his and mine
I'm
both.
not.
So we're going to have to film this.
I'm
so
not
get
ready. Like I don't think I can. I can't lay on the ground, so I need an air mattress.
I just get anxious about, because this is the place that I first went to and exposed my life to everyone. Yeah, like it's where I found that I was a slight
It's kind of the
nudist.
first time you jerked off in public with other
That's
people staring.
not true.
Oh no,
Girl.
What else have you done? New York City. Do we count that?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
we count that.
I used to. I had like 7 guys in a room one time when we were jerking off.
In public though, not out in
Oh,
out in
public's hot
wilderness.
to me, though.
Yeah, in wilderness. Oh, I love public.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't
get
look at
more
me like
hard.
that. It's
Honey.
better. Honestly, without public, it's not
Like
fun
I like
anymore to
people
me.
watching me. Sorry, I like
Same.
showing off.
It's kind of that sad moment where you realize
Oh.
like there's not many exciting things left
In life, so we have to show off.
sexually. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
it's like. Can you just imagine
yeah.
right now trying to do missionary?
Why do you think
and you're
people
just
start
like,
fisting?
Wee, this is fun. Like literally.
Why do you think people fist? Why do you think?
I don't know because they have a
people-
gaping hole that's
GHB,
hungry for a
like-
man's arm.
Yeah, it's like how many dicks can I mean? Wait, we'll make it fun again. I'll take 10 tonight. It's
I
like,
want you to put hash marks on my ass. It's like, I know. I bet you do.
Like,
'cause
is
you,
that really?
You're
I feel
doing
like
too
that
much.
might also be like trauma coming out. Some
That's
trauma.
some-
like
it's got to be trauma.
like
don't kink shame.
I'm
like,
not
no,
kink
I want you in
shaming. I'm more
therapy. I
concerned.
want you in
I'm
therapy.
concerned.
Yeah, it's self-harming. Like,
But it
let's-
is true. I've always thought that that's life in general, though. Like you
Yeah,
start
you
slowly
start running out of
things that are new and exciting.
Oh yeah,
and
we've
shiny.
done this before.
That's why you start like doing crochet or those such things,
Crochet.
or like whatever. It's like why I continue to.
I kind of want you to do crochet.
No, no, not
That's why you're
yet.
chasing a new business opportunity every other
No,
month.
I'm actually starting.
Starting to calm down.
No, I'm doing my ball
Back to
paintings, I
painting.
think.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm doing my ball painting.
What's a ball painting?
So a long time ago when I went to Roseland, like the first time ever, I was drunk in the pool and I was like, I should do like ball painting, meaning balls on
okay. I like
canvas
that.
with paint and like
yeah.
some kind of situation. I don't know what'll happen. I've never done it. So making that art
Just
and
a
then
line of
selling it,
sacks.
and then selling it. But like each person can make their own. Like
You know there's going to have to be sack diversity.
Oh, great.
I don't know what I say.
I mean, I need to
I
keep-
have some more topics.
Go, bring one. Be ready. We're rapid firing.
This is kind of crazy. So I was having one of my moments, like laying on the bed, semi-meditating, looking out the window. It was windy, kind of almost rainy, gray.
When you say moments, you mean you were just like reflecting?
Yes,
Okay.
you know.
My feet are stuck to the ground right now. I'm not going to lie. I have concrete legs.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just really high. So we're going to have to keep going.
Did you finish your can?
Oh, yeah, I chugged it. And then I think my edible's hitting. So now I'm like, so if you lose me here for a little bit, I'm still here.
So I'm laying on the bed. It's gray outside, almost rainy. That's the setting. It's great.
Okay.
Cool. The fan's on overhead. It's just like nice. I'm in the comforter. And I had a realization, an autism moment type thing.
It's happening more and more.
Maybe more evidence. So you know how Matt's always worried I leave the crew game, or he like thought that we had a terrible date and he was upset that I like left the crew game because it was too loud and hot, and I just like left.
Yeah.
And went down to the outdoor area. I like, walked outside the stadium actually.
But you had your moment.
Fully. And then I went back in and got a drink and I was better. Because he's like, he doesn't understand,
alcohol.
like, without alcohol, I can't do these things. So then I realized I'm laying on the bed. I'm like, wait, what did I used to do at Notre Dame? So Notre Dame, the football culture is huge. It's like like Ohio State, Michigan. Notre Dame is huge. Like,
Oh, yeah.
so everyone, you get in the raffle to try to find your seats every year to see where you'll be. So you can go in a group and try to get like hope that being in a group will get you a better seat. Anyways, so you get tickets every year and you get a booklet, and every game has one ticket they tear off and you keep the booklet. It's like memories. Like people do that. They have booklets from when they were students.
Well, that's cool.
Some of them, well, like me, I still have tickets in there because
You didn't go.
I started realizing if everyone else is at the game, the campus is empty. Oh my
So you loved
God.
it.
It was 4.5 hours of bliss. I would be like, everyone goes to the game. They get there early because they want to. So it's actually 5
Right, it's
hours.
actually
It's
like
like 5, 6
6 to
hours.
8.
Yeah. So I'm like, sometimes I would go and stay for like 30, 45 minutes. After the first quarter, I would just leave.
It's me time. Quiet.
And I fucking loved it. I was like, the dorm was empty. I could take a shower and no one's in there. I could finger blast myself in the shower in the handicap stall with no one hearing me moan. I could walk around naked in the hallways and did one time.
I'm not.
I
That
was like,
doesn't
fuck it.
surprise me. Is it a
It's
co-ed dorm?
It's an all-male dorm.
Oh, yeah.
They don't give. No one gives a fuck. Like, you could. Everyone walked.
Well, no,
around
yeah,
naked.
I figured it was dicks
I'd be
everywhere.
waiting in line for the shower, and the guy in front of me is naked, like holding his towel over his shoulder. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really rough.
Can't do it.
But then I also was like, I would go to the dining hall early before the game got out because they always had the best food on the football days.
Fresh.
Because all the people are coming in and want to eat at the dining hall like old times.
Oh my
They'd have
God,
like
the
prime
sock hop.
ribs, steak, like all the best foods. And so I would go early and just indulge, and then I would like go back to my room, and then everyone would be in the dining hall for
So
a
you
while.
basically ran from
and
everyone.
the dorm's still empty because everyone's with their family and friends at the dining hall, and I'm back. I'm like, oh my God, it's so nice and quiet.
So that definitely
So
is.
I realized I was like, I left things early all the time if they're crowded.
But see-
I've always left games and things early.
Well, and you did freak out sort of the Eagle at a point because it was like
Oh,
loud
yeah.
and crowded. And
it was
it's
too
like,
loud that night. We kept having to go outside to take a break. Wink,
Well, I
wink.
was looking for somebody, wasn't I?
We kept going around in
know.
circles.
We were
We were
looking
like,
for
where's
dick.
that cock we like?
Like, where's the dick? Where's the dick? Where's the dick? It's so sad. So that's what do you think though?
So I love when I have realizations and things from my past make sense now.
Right.
I didn't realize at the time why I was doing that. I had no idea.
Now you're the type of person. You're highly sensitive, babe.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because
noises.
highly-
I hate noises.
No, but highly sensitive people also need to have the quiet time after a. Which
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of that than you.
You are
probably,
you are
but-
too, though.
Oh, way.
You're
yeah.
always like, okay, well, we had a fun day out. We went day drinking. I don't need to go out.
There's a lot of energy that gets taken from me from people versus by myself.
from
It's
doing
weird.
things. Yeah.
That's okay. Remember that time we got in a
Sabrina
fight?
made a joke.
Yep, that's it.
That's the gaslighting.
That's the gaslighting right there. You just witnessed it, folks.
It's not gaslighting. It's
I
just
know.
truth telling.
Like that I don't like doing things.
No, Sabrina went to the day we're at the pool, and Sabrine's like, I think he's actually growing now. I think he's really changing. I was like, yeah, Sabrina, he's reading books now and he's trying. She means compared to like last year or the year before, you have changed a lot this year. So now that I think
ever
about
since
it.
Ozempic,
Oh, yeah, Ozempic.
it really is.
It's just that.
Well, no, I feel like
It also coincides with some life events.
I think it coincides with the fact that I'm almost 40 and I'm
and
in
yeah,
a full
that's
midlife
what she's.
crisis.
We mean, like all these things are coming together, and you're like, I've got to do something.
I don't know. I just kind of don't give a fuck anymore.
You're
Like,
living your life with gratitude.
I'm living with gratitude. If you speak it, it'll come true. It's like, oh god.
Fucking manifest queen.
Oh, if I was Manifest Queen, we wouldn't be sitting in this room.
No, we
still.
wouldn't.
We'd be in LA. Oh no, we'd be in New York, but we'd have a place
We'd
in
be
LA
bi-coastal.
too. Honey, that's all I want to be is bi-coastal. I want to go
Because when it's
east to
winter,
west,
we're
east
like,
to west.
you know what? We got to go to San Diego and LA. Like,
Literally, I want
it's cold now.
How do we do this?
Actually, we gotta
wait. Are
go-
we talent agents? Is that our?
no,
it
yeah,
might be our life.
that would be the thing. Broadway actors.
We could go to like this local club here with the comedians and like try to get people famous that way and like put them on a special. Oh my God, maybe this is our life.
I would love that.
Oh, this is high. Bobby, make sure you delete this out. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we don't want to embarrass ourselves.
No.
It's not like we haven't done that before. Any topics you've got there? Any topics over there, big boy?
I have a couple statements. Do you know what a rib tickler?
I've got a statements too.
A rib tickler.
What's
Now, let me just tell the story. Let me paint
Stop.
the picture.
Ew, that sounds like a creepy old dad.
It was Aunt Lisa. Aunt Lisa goes. Lisa goes. They were talking about this outfit this girl had on it. It looked very 1965, 19 whatever.
Oh, that's
And she
fun.
goes, "Oh, and that cute rib tickler." And I go, "Excuse me."
Is it a crop top?
It's like a little.
It just
yeah,
hangs,
it just tickles.
tickles the end of your
tickles
ribs.
the end of your ribs.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so it's like.
But it sounds
But the way
dirtier
I said,
than
I was
that.
like, "Excuse me,
I know,
rib
it's like,
tickler."
rib tickler.
Oh, you're gonna rib tickle. Oh,
You would
fuck,
like
in between.
actually. You love if people grab your ribs
I
right
just
here.
would love for people to.
People are like, oh,
Oh yeah, fucking. Do
that's
it.
not a spot for you. Oh, weird. I thought if someone like reaches and grabs under and is like rubbing there,
I'm just.
that's nothing.
Well, I'm just used to having bones now again, so like I'm not really sure.
Oh, you're not used to feeling it.
Yeah, I have bones now.
Well, you need to learn that that's a good feeling. It can be.
Oh yeah, but I thought
If someone grabs you right here facing you.
no, but I didn't know there was a bone here, like that kind of sticks out and hurts. Where is it at? I don't know. Oh, it's at the. Oh no, the breast.
That one, yeah. I
Honey.
hate that one so much.
I do too. It
The
bothers
xiphoid
me.
process.
I feel like somebody could just like.
They could. Okay.
I have in here lesbian versus gays, but maybe do we wait till next week for that and maybe have people? Okay, lesbians and the gays.
We need it, Lisa.
Is there a beef? And
Oh.
now we're not talking about roast.
Because
Beef.
pot roast,
Roast beef.
yum.
Pussy.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't get it. You didn't go there.
Didn't get it at all. I thought these are carnivores. They like meat.
So if you're lesbian, please call in and tell us what you think about the beef, and if there's something about gays you don't like, and the
beefy
gays,
curtains.
they like that. And the gays
I used
call
to like
in and
roast
tell us what
beef.
you don't like about lesbians, and we will compare notes. Thank you. I have something.
Plowing through this.
Let's clap because we a whore at the bar. Was there something?
Oh, was someone dancing weird at a bar when you were out this past weekend or something? And you were like, yeah, people are clapping for you. You're a whore. You didn't
This
go
is when
out?
we were going out, and then another one is I don't want to go out if I'm going to go to a bar. I need to be able to get dick.
Oh, yeah.
You said that.
I did say that. I need to be. I remember being like, I need to be able to get deck. I have questions about things at bars. Can I do that first?
Oh, yeah.
These things you said.
Yeah, because actually it kind of, yeah.
Okay. You asked me at the bar, is Jimmy Carter still alive?
Yeah, and he is
He
surprisingly.
is. So you were like, is Jimmy Carter still alive? And then another thing that you said you were doing when I was like, what are you doing right now? You were like, praying to Helen Keller.
Oh my
You're like-
fucking God. I was.
You were doing this or something.
I was praying to Helen,
Like,
'cause
what
I had-
are you
I
doing?
had stuff in my
Something in your
eye.
eye. Your eyes were so red.
It was bad.
I was like,
And I was like, I think it's because Helen was blind, so I figured maybe I felt a little deaf at the same time as well. So I was kind of like, well,
you were kind of like this. I was like, what are you
I'm
doing?
Like, Helen, please God, let me be able to
Praying
talk
to
still.
Helen Keller.
Let me be able to talk, even though I never spoke or heard or saw anything in my life. I'm gonna go ahead and now speak English. Okay,
I would have loved to have heard that.
listen. It is that. I'm sorry, bitch. You don't know English. You don't speak. Like, she pisses me off. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do this again, but I can't stand Helen.
You fucking cunt. Poor little Helen.
Helen, listen.
Helen doesn't feel real to
Bitch.
you. I think you need to find out if she's real.
No, she is, though. That's the fucked up. I looked her up.
Like legit real.
I can't stand that she's on my mind.
Confirmed by Google AI. Like,
No, but
I can't stand that she's on my mind.
There's like a video of her speaking. Okay, she speaks out. Helen Keller speaks out is what it's called.
It is not blindness or deafness that brings me my dark hours. It is not blindness or deafness that
Now,
brings
this is her
my
translator.
darkest hours. It is the attitude that I put in not being able to speak normally. It is the acute disappointment in
That's not what she was saying. There's no
This
way.
bitch in the end
I
is
wouldn't
like,
do that
this
with
is
you.
a power.
That is so amazing.
So I prayed to her though, just because I
You
don't want her to curse me.
because you had that
Yeah.
eye thing. Your eye was so red, and then we went to AWOL and it was fine.
Visine, bitch. I was going to talk about the fact that I got in trouble by gays at the Red, White, and Boom because
yes.
What was it? Not Red, White, and Boom. The parade. Doodah. Because
You got in trouble at Doodah for what?
because I said to this really muscle stud, "Watch where you're going, fat ass,"
Oh my god.
which is from a movie.
I forgot about
And
that.
it's a fat girl that walks through, and the hot skinny girl knocks her, and the fat girl goes, "Watch where you're going, fat ass." So I was implying I was the fat one, and he wasn't because he's in shape.
Panicked. He looked at you. He's like, "What?"
And then I'll cut out his name, but he was like, that's not very nice."
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, it's from a movie. It's like full joke. It's you say it to hot people to make them feel uncomfortable.
Not very nice.
He's like, he didn't talk to me the rest of the
No,
day.
he was crazy
pissed.
about it.
And then the next day I was like, "Are you mad at me?" He's like, "No, not mad
But
at
look,
you."
I was like, look what's going on in his life. You know what I mean?
Right. But yeah, so I got in trouble for doing a movie quote, and I just wanted to make that known out there.
I remember that now, and I was very confused. Like I stared at him because I was like, "Is he really upset?" And I looked at you, I was like, "Is he upset?"
I don't know because
And you were like, "I don't really know," and I didn't care.
Well, also
anymore.
he was going towards ice cream, so maybe that was why he felt like I was attacking.
There was that aspect,
But I wasn't even thinking about the ice cream.
it's
That
because
was
of the ice
aspect.
cream.
It's the ice cream. We just solved it. They thought I was fat shaming because he was getting ice cream, not as a compliment to his body.
I think he uses him.
I don't care.
He thought you were fat shaming, not they.
Well, I don't know. He didn't. They didn't tell me their pronouns.
Are you anti-cisgender? You're anti-cis.
I'm anti-cis.
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 Now tell me what happened here because I'm worried.
Now,
You look terrible.
speaking
of needing concealer.
Speaking of concealer, it was really for my lip, but which I'm hiding behind the mic. I'm
over
like,
here, like, is Michael beating you again?
no, it's just I had a zit right here and I popped.
Oh, that
it.
doesn't look like anything. What's this thing on your
Oh,
forehead? Are you the boy who
right.
lived?
So,
The boy from under the stairwell?
I, as you know, I'm tall, 6'5",
Yes.
and I walk now because I'm skinny.
I know. I told Sabrina about that too. She's
I
proud.
walk a lot.
Yeah, she's like,
I get
"Good."
my steps, bitch.
There you go. Losing
sorry.
the weight.
I was moving a branch out of the way,
You're like,
and
push,
I might
push.
have been a little. This was after Michael's mom and aunt left. We went to.
Oh, you were ready to leave.
Oh, listen.
You're like, I gotta walk out.
No, I'm going to go into something. But I moved the tree off the sidewalk because I'm having to duck
Oh,
because everybody else can walk underneath, but for me, they're smacking me right here.
Right. You're like, no.
So I moved it, and it like slipped out of my hand and slung back and smacked me. I actually
So you
was
were bleeding.
Oh, actively.
Like, and that looks like a bleeder.
Actively
Yeah.
bleeding.
That's a
Oh,
bleeder.
I was like, I'm bleeding. I'm fucking bleeding. Now, luckily, I
That's so
had
bad.
an edible and about 4 drinks. So
okay, I was like,
fine.
how freaked out were you? Because
I was fine.
Depends on your intoxication
but
level.
This is not a sundry, and it could be, but I have a different one. But this is a
I have a sundry.
This is a pre-sundry.
Okay, pre-it.
Pre-sundry is Columbus.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah.
When you go out on a Sunday and there's 4 people at one bar,
Yeah.
3 people at another bar, 0 people at another bar. And we're going bar to bar to bar, and it's Sunday afternoon, and in any other gay city,
Oh,
they're having parties.
brunch ended, and now they're into the party.
They're going
like
to the
brunch
tea
ended,
dance.
and now it's the tea. Yeah, no, they do the tea dance.
Right. We've got to
Oh, yeah.
figure it out.
It's really
I'm so
fucked
goddamn
up.
sick of it. I want to have a fucking brunch party.
Yeah,
We need
Why
to
don't we
liven-
have that?
We need to
People are
start
like, oh, well,
something.
Union has brunch. I'm like, that's
No,
not a brunch.
We're gonna have a brunch. We're gonna get
Yeah.
Jackie to cook and bring a team of cooks,
We need good,
like pancakes
cooking.
and waffles.
Oh, that'd be fine.
And so
Oh,
we're
I
gonna
like
have
this.
we're gonna have a brunch, and it's gonna be a huge fucking party. I don't know where though. We need like a warehouse or something. We need something like big and
Air conditioned though.
Yeah.
like an air conditioned warehouse.
yeah.
I'm like, you don't know.
No,
These
but
Columbus gays
it's
aren't
so
gonna sweat.
dumb. It's
No,
so
it's really
dumb.
sad because it happened July 4th. We go out. We're like, it's a holiday. It'll be fine.
Nobody.
No
Nobody.
one's in the bars.
But don't worry, in New York on a Tuesday, there's
Oh.
about 800 people just jerking each other
Wednesday
off.
night,
Yeah, it's like
Eagle was packed. Not just Eagle.
Till 4 a.m.
Everywhere we walked around, reservations were required on
It's
a
just-
Wednesday. Like it's packed. Like you're
and
gonna
I'm
have,
not even asking for that. I'm asking for the weekends when nobody's supposed to be working.
so
really,
Sunday afternoon, Sunday
0.
Fun Day is not existing.
no, it was 0.
I think
Zilch.
everyone's at those.
And then I got hit in the head, so I was really fucking pissed. I was like, "This is dumb." And then I came home and I came home and I passed out.
hey,
That's my pre-sundry.
okay. I really like that.
Thank you. I just wanted to make that comment that maybe me and you, maybe we're supposed to be like
Click clap.
not project managers, but like We're gonna make parties,
talent scouts, parties
scout.
organizers.
Yeah, we're like the ones
Jeff
that-
Dingy does this. We could
We
talk
literally
to Jeff Dingy.
set up everybody. We're just setting up everybody. Here's a really fun party we're going to put on because nobody else knows how to organize it, so we're going to do it for you. Oh, you're
I
talented.
like
Let me get you
details.
connected with these people. Even though I don't know anybody yet.
Well, you do.
We'll make it up. All we got to do is go on the airplane. Remember that lady? She was like, "Oh, I'm a high real estate in Columbus."
yeah, I
I'm
was like,
number one. I'm
what?
what?
Yeah. who
Yeah.
was
So we.
that?
I don't know. We meet somebody new all the time, and we're going to do it at camp. So hopefully we find a daddy that will host us all the time in their big ass RV.
I need air conditioning. I'm not going to
Yeah,
survive
we gotta
camp
sleep with
without
some-
air
we
conditioning.
gotta sleep with
Or
some
I'll be in the
daddies.
shower like cold water, just like
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I
I'm
can't wait to
scared.
shower.
I'm scared too because it's a very vulnerable moment.
Is it though? I mean, with these people.
Well, yeah, no, with you guys, I feel like it's really.
well,
well, not
we'll see
really.
dicks?
Yeah, but it's
We've
like,
seen each other's dicks.
I know,
but not for a long time in a row.
Gonna fuck my slutty little mouth.
So,
I love that. So you're worried about being naked in front of us?
not even naked for you, but it's
Yeah,
very,
like, don't
it's
be.
it's very just like vulnerable though. It's like
Oh
a
yeah,
very,
no, it
it's
is.
like a, it's
In general, it is.
It is. It's like you're like okay, like in that initial like.
But I think once I'm naked, I'm
almost-
gonna be like,
Well, right, and then
Once it's
the big
off, I
test
won't
is
care.
like, oh, I got to go pee. Well, I'm gonna walk
Oh.
naked to the bathroom. And then you walk back and
Now
everybody can
that
see your
part's a
penis
little
just
weird.
flopping around in the wind.
oh, I
If
don't
it
like
flops.
that. It won't be flop. Not really. If the water's
if
cold, it's
it-
an unheated pool. Like,
Don't
it's
worry,
not
there
gonna
are
flop.
plenty of unfloppy dicks at
That's
these
true.
places.
So I'm gonna have to really trim to make things look bigger.
Oh, and bulge bands will be out.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because everyone wears them.
I actually have a really funny picture.
Actually, a lot of people in PV
just while
cock
they're
rings while they were nude at that Casa Cupola.
oh yeah, that's a
So
move.
gross.
That is a move. They do it at the gay camera too because it.
I'm like,
I mean, I'll
why
probably
does
have it
that
on
dick
until
look
the
like
very
oily
end.
to me? It's so oily. His dick looks oily the whole time. Even Matt was, and there was hair everywhere.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to
was
be
like,
judged. I'm scared about
you
being
have
judged
hair
by you.
everywhere. Why?
I don't know. I don't
'Cause
want to be
there's hair everywhere.
judged.
You're not going to be judged by me. We have great dicks. I've seen pictures of your dick on Sniffies. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, but that's when it's like hardening the right.
Oh, yeah, but no. Right now, mine's about this big.
No, but I don't like it.
It's
Like,
a little cocktail.
Actually, I'm not worried.
Why would?
actually?
Yeah, I was like, why would you be worried? Do you know what we're about to see?
No, I'm not. Well, right. That's what. It's just scary. It's just a little vulnerable. That's all. I'm just
okay.
preparing. Oh, okay. Next subject. Sundries. This is the real sundry now, and I got one that's like. You
You got to go. I
want
can
me to go
tell.
first?
Yeah.
No, you. I feel like you need to bring up something. Do
Why?
you want me to go first?
Yeah, I feel like you've had it built up.
Okay, so
because you got a semi-sundry.
I realized something this week that I'm not. I don't like when people are like, yeah, I got head.
Oh, what?
I don't like the term head.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know if it's because their head's bobbing up and down in your privates. I don't know if it's because they're sucking on your dick head. I don't know what it is, but I fucking hate when they're like, yeah, I got head. And I hate it
hate
even
it.
worse
Yeah, I don't like that.
when straight girls say it. They're
Oh.
like, or when they say, I was jerking
He wanted
off.
head. And I'm like,
Ew, yeah. Or
He wanted what?
No, girls will say, they gave me head.
ew, girls say that?
Yes,
So it's
some
even
straight girls.
grosser.
Yes, or like, I was jerking.
Oh, yeah, when a straight girl says jerking off, I'm like,
I'm like, or you finger, like, I guess what do they call it? Lesbians?
Flicking-
Make sure you let us know when
flicking
you
the
call in
bean.
and tell us what you don't like about gays.
it's flicking the bean.
Right, like masturbating.
I was buzzing the little man in the boat. I don't know what they do.
So, but this whole so then I was thinking, what
Okay,
other
so
things?
head.
So
Yeah, I don't like head. Ripe. We don't like ripe.
Ripe. We
That
don't like
phrase.
moist.
Oh my god, moist is terrible.
But like, I'm gonna
Head.
go get some head. Or do you want head? I'm like, ew.
oh,
Actually,
are people they ask that?
looking want head?
No, I don't want head.
Like, what does that mean? So
First of all,
anyway,
I have to see your mouth and teeth before I let you give me head. Like, did they brush them ever? Have
and
they
it's not
ever been
even-
to a dentist?
Yeah, it's like I can also I just say something?
Yeah.
I think there's like a trademark
Yeah.
of a whore, and they have like a fang.
They always have a fang.
There's like a split right here and a little
Yeah.
fang.
One sticking out.
Yeah.
Just one, and it's always a one of the front one sticking out.
I am screaming
Remember
that little fang that's like kind of off rim, and there's like one here that's turned. Yep. So I just want to also make this is not a sundry, but this is also an observation moment.
Why do all the whores have bad
If
teeth?
you suck dick, look at your front teeth because there's going to be a split near your fang, and there's going to be one that's like turned weird. And it's not a bad thing, but I'm just telling you, I know who
There's
you
a
fucking
correlation.
are. I know who you fucking are
There's a
before you walk up.
correlation.
There is a correlation.
What is that?
I don't know, but I've noticed that.
It might be the trauma from the dicks, all the dicks you take.
Here's the thing, though. You gave me the perfect example of the person,
Yeah, I just
so
showed
you
you.
exactly know what I'm saying.
I knew right when you said it, I'm
So
like, yeah,
we
I
don't
know,
need to be. We're not.
I know
teeth
multiple
shaming.
whores. No, it's
we
not
don't give
about
a
the
fuck
teeth.
about your teeth. It's about
just
the style.
connection.
It's the style of the teeth.
And the
doesn't
person.
mean they're bad.
No, it's just.
It just means it's the style. It's the dart players. It's the.
Oh my
it's
god!
That, it's
Don't
the ones that
even
are
bring them up. It
campgrounds.
is.
Yeah.
It's the campground boys.
It's the campground barn boys.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my observation and sundry. What
It's
is
like
your
a whole. That's
you
like
have to have an observation and a sundry now.
That's class warfare. I have an observation in a fucking sundry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm getting worked up. I'm already okay.
Okay.
So Matt and I take our daughter.
Is this your sundry or your observation?
This is my fucking sundry with
Okay.
an observation.
So you need to tell us when the observation is.
all right.
I think it needs to be. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I was on a ride with my daughter and husband, and she likes to go bunny hunting. So sometimes we just ride so we can to have a better chance to see more bunnies. Because sometimes when you walk, you don't see them. She loves looking for bunnies every night. This whole summer, every night we've done this.
I've seen the and this is not a read.
It is a
by any
read.
means. I'm about to read you.
You said you walk a lot, bitch. So do I. I just post it.
No, so like it's we go really nice dinner at like some really fancy place, like good
Bunny
little
hunting.
placement. Then we bunny hunt. Then we're walking, and
Yes.
then it's like we're going night. It's a pattern. I'm just saying.
is that yesterday?
I don't know. I'm noticing a pattern. That's all. We've
The
talked about
pattern's
patterns,
working,
but-
honey. Let me tell you, the
Obviously, I'm-
numbers have never been higher.
Well, and I'm waiting for
it's
it.
weird.
That's what I said
I'm
about our
talking like
post.
120. It's like I never had that
yeah,
many. So we're on bunny hunt. So we're going down this hill, and it's 25. It's through a neighborhood. That's your best odds of seeing bunnies. And there's a cyclist behind us, a cycler, just one. And this is my observation. What size do you think he was? Would you say average, above average, way above average? Falling off the bike looks like a bowling ball.
Okay, so I'm going with so we're talking.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're talking fat
fuck on a bike,
And
fat man on a bike.
It's fine to be fat, but why is it always a fat man on the cycle? And why are they always wearing this aerodynamic fucking lycra
my
suit
God.
where I'm like, honey, I really don't think the suit's helping you in any way.
and they always end up in Crocs at the end of the ride.
And they're always, and it's just a trend I've noticed.
Again, we're just doing observations here.
It's an observation. But my sundry is when the car in front of you is going 25, you're not in the bike lane, you're behind the car, and we're going down a hill, but you're getting mad that we're going 25. You want us to speed so you can keep up your speed going down. Listen, if you want to go above 25, go in the bike lane, go around us. We kept saying, like, go around us.
I know why.
Go around us. Doesn't want to go around. So he's yelling. He's like, come on.
This is typical fat. This is typical
This is fat behavior. This is fat behavior.
TFB, typical fat behavior. Because
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
As a former and still as a fat, I mean, as identifying as
You
a
identify
fat,
as a POS.
yes,
a person of
over
size.
the years. That hill's very important for your ride.
Oh my god!
Because let me tell you, there's another hill coming, and you better have enough goddamn speed to get at least halfway up, or you're gonna be walking the bike up. So he's pissed because he needed to get some speed, and you were in the way.
Honestly,
Now he's walking the bike up.
and he kind of did. Like he started going really slow on the
Yep.
next hill up, and I was like,
It's a reason.
I said even I was like, Matt, I think he's gonna get off, and it's just like.
So that's my observation for
so
you.
really, that's just FTB.
That's FTB.
FBT.
FPV.
HPV. We don't know what it stands for.
Just fat
person
people
behavior. Typical fat behavior.
yeah, it's typical.
B.
It is. It's and honestly, like,
I can't believe it. I didn't realize that.
and as a bonus,
So
for-
if I had known it was TFB, I would literally have gotten up through the sunroof and be like, "Go around us!"
yeah, like go, put it in
because
the
like
higher gear.
I want
so
you to
can-
keep your speed too. Trust me, I
mean,
don't want to
he's
see you
trying to be
huffing
in
and
like
puff.
16th gear, like really pushing it hard to be able to like.
I looked at him. I was like, "Why is he?" I said, "Matt,
No,
why
he's
is he
pissed.
wearing this?"
He's pissed.
And he had like the dumb Trump sunglasses and the backwards, the one.
I mean, I
the
commend him for being
tapered
out there.
helmet. The
Oh,
tapered
yeah,
helmet.
I don't get it.
I'm like, why? You're not going.
Aerodynamic.
I promise you are not going so fast that that's needed. You're not going at that speed.
First of all, I don't really
You're
like
not.
going fast on a bike.
I don't like
it.
cyclists in general.
I don't like cycling.
Fat, skinny, I don't care. I don't like cycling. I think get off the road. Get off the road.
Get off the road, Jack.
Just gonna say it.
I mean, honestly,
People hate that. Everyone's like, well, you should have it. And I do want more cycling, especially in the cities, but I don't
Well,
want cars around. Like, I don't want
right,
to mix.
but
I
when
don't
you're
want
going
cyclists
65
mixing
down
with
a
cars.
side road.
I get worried about them.
Yeah, and there's so
not
many-
from me. I go way around it, but other people don't.
oh, people don't know the rules of the road.
Sundry.
Sundry, already said it. I don't like head. You said yours.
No, people who don't know the rules
And
of
that-
the road,
that-
that's your sundry.
No, mine was. We already said my sundry. Remember, I said I don't like
I
head.
thought you had two.
I had 3.5 at this point. But we can go for another one.
Any observations?
What's your? I want you to just think. Let's just do one
Okay.
game really quick, and I'm going to fast forward
Okay.
this. Here's the game. We're going to be quiet for 10 seconds, and then when I want you to think of. What are we going to think of? Like
Something?
an activity,
Yeah.
and whatever it is, we're just going to say it out loud, and that's going to be our random observation. Does that make sense?
An activity? Okay.
Or what? Like anything, actually, whatever comes to your mind. I don't care what it is. Like just think in your mind. Tell me something subconscious, and just sit and think.
Oh, I forgot. I opened my eyes. Let me
Okay,
keep
so
them closed.
we're in 10 seconds. Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, loud and clear.
So my thought was, I thought I saw Big Bird behind my eyes,
Wow.
and I thought of Big Bird.
Okay. That's interesting because Big Bird might eat pretzels. I'm thinking soft pretzel, giant gamut, soft pretzel to dip in cheese sauce and dip in mustard. Like yummy honey, and then like dipping that pretzel. Big
That's
Bird
what you
wants
were
to eat
thinking?
it. Yeah. Birds eat bread.
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like I felt like I did see Big
Something.
Bird,
Yeah.
and
So did I.
now you're saying
because I was in the beer garden outside. There's birds around.
So you
I'm
were
eating
seeing
pretzels, and there are birds around.
oh my god,
It just wasn't Big Bird, but it could
like
have
it
been a
was
Big Bird.
I'm talking.
What if he's
I'm
walked
talking a
in?
yellow Big Bird, baby.
Halloween,
like I'm talking,
someone could walk in, and I'm Big Bird,
That's all I was thinking about was Big
and
Bird.
it's Oktoberfest.
I was thinking of
Halloween.
Big Bird. What does that
Where
mean?
are we going to see a Big Bird costume person while we're at a beer garden this Halloween? If this happens, I'm going to freak out.
No, honestly, let's
No, I'll
take
cry.
note. I mean, really, you should put it like
Okay, I'm freaking out.
you need to make the note say if you ever see Big Bird, read this, and then say the date, and then be like, refer back to your episode 253 or 4, because if we see a Big Bird at a beer garden at any point in our life at this point,
Oh, it's over. We'll die.
well, is it like, so do we take it as a good omen? Oh, we should actually, because we just sent energy out into the universe. So, like, if the universe going to give us back that? And what happens if we go downstairs and like Big Bird's on the TV,
Oh, I'm done.
and Michael has like
what if
German
Trump gets
sausage?
shot again?
Okay, so anyway, I think we're
Okay,
good.
We're good.
Let me do one reminder for you. Lesbians, please call in and tell us why you don't like gay people, or like what's your beef with a gay. And the gays need to call about the lesbians. I'm not going to deal with no fucking phone calls. I'm not fucking kidding. And actually, why don't we add the straights in there and tell us what you don't like about anybody in the LGBT? That'll go over well.
I want to know all about.
I want to
the
know all of
hatred.
it. We want to know all of it. 614-721-5336.
5336.
That's 614-721-5336. Also, you can always just call us and tell us you're not well.
Yeah.
Which I am not well right now. I'm literally glued to the floor. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up. I'm
going to
slurring.
watch. I need to see this, actually. I need
Yeah.
to see you pop up.
So, everybody have a great week. We love you so much. Goodbye. And hopefully this was better for you, because
Because it wasn't better for me.
I like deteriorated.
Your tongue